And just so you know, I'm going to reiterate this. All of these people are here because this is their mission in life. They do this on their own through foundation work or community service work or whatever you want to call it, but they do it as a genuine belief in what society needs. They're here sitting on the stage because of a relationship that I value. I called each one of them up and said, would you do this? And before I could spit out all the words, they said yes. Relationships play such an important role in business. Relationships play such an important role in all aspects of your life. But in business, it shortcuts everything. Ed, maybe you can give us a little bit about how relationships have really changed your career for the better, and how you form those relationships and what they mean to you.
Well, as I said earlier, it's an interesting process. I don't think that you can read a book and decide that here's exactly what I need to do. You can hear a phrase, the relationships matter. But in business, you're told, oh, no, you can't have friends in business. Yet I promise you, what I've now learned after all these years, it is always about friendships. It is always about honoring your word, being committed to what you say, and ultimately, every turn of the road for me, everything that has happened has been because I put time. I didn't just have an expectancy that somebody was supposed to do something for me. I put time into earning the relationship. And I think that, the person to either side of you, some of them are going to be close friends, maybe your really closest friends are elsewhere, but it's that time that you put into the people that are growing with you. I have a friend named Gabriel Cho. He's Singaporean, but 31 years ago, he went off to Beijing, China. And fast forwarding, I went to visit him about 6 years ago. He grew up with people that ended up becoming the head of the Central Communist Party. And so they gave him an entire city block of property. Now they didn't do it just because they knew him, but because he had earned relationship with them, and they entrusted him to then do something with it. We're talking a city block of giant buildings, all because of lots of time spent. So that's a dramatic story. So let's take something from you want to do something, and you really want to get to the next spot. You're going to go to someone that you don't know, and you're going to attempt to try and earn the right, and they don't know you. So you try to seek out somebody that you do know, who knows you and can speak for you, so that you can then be possibly introduced to that person for just a moment, for 10 minutes to speak to them, so that you can attempt to get done what you would like to attempt to do. The value of earned relationships in business is everything. Do you think business matters? I promise you that if you forget the word business and you turn it into honorability of friendship and with family and friends, and you live that way, you're doing business because it's the commerce of you, your love and your integrity for another human being. And although they're well stepped on phrases and doesn't seem to be important, I will tell you that everything that I did, and I hope that you get to ask lots of questions so that you can hear more of that, but everything that I've done started off from the lowest levels to the lowest levels and everything was up from where I lived, everything. So it's easy now for me to get onto a telephone after I've thought through something that I think is the right idea for a project. It's easy for me to get onto a phone and reach out to either my own direct friend who is pretty senior to the thing that I'm trying to go after, or he is very close relationships to the person that I really do need to reach. And inside of that person is only doing it because they know that I will not dishonor that friendship. So relationships, it might be a key to business, but I promise you this, it's the key to your happiness for your life.